Hey everyone, during this video I will share with you my current supplement stack, and this is a stack for those of you that are engaged in a tremendous amount of work, could as well be on, but we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. In order to keep the video not too lengthy, I'm not going to go over the brands of the nootropics or the dosages in too much detail, but just specifically what I'm taking and why I like it. So firstly, that would be Bacopa. I'm taking that twice per day. Lion's Mane 3 times per day. Rhodiola twice per day. Paracetam 3 times per day. Pramiracetam 3 times per day. Oxiracetam 3 times per day. Nupep 3 times per day. Alpha GPC 3 times per day. Aniracetam 3 times per day. And ashwagandha twice per day. So the only difference between the nootropics I'm taking twice per day versus 3 times per day is the ones I'm taking 3 times per day, I'm as well taking pre-workout. Not that they physically enhance my energy that much, but mentally they keep me sharp, whereas at the same time they do not like cause any sort of tiredness or apathy like some of the other nootropics do. Like Bacopa, ashwagandha, and rhodiola, I don't see any reason to take those pre-workout, especially considering that I work out first thing in the morning. So for me, my morning routine is I wake up, I do some mindset exercises, like I meditate, do my 10-10, I read a little bit, and then I take my pre-workout and I'm off to the gym. So these things like Alpha GPC and the racetams and such, they help me just be in a good state for my workout and just be sharp at that period afterwards. Whereas Bacopa, ashwagandha, I notice a bit of like demotivation to some extent. Who wants to be demotivated prior to their workout? I don't know. This again is highly variable. Some people feel really good after taking ashwagandha and Bacopa. Me, not so much, but just that the pros outweigh the cons. So in terms of like Bacopa, ashwagandha, like the stuff it does for your memory, your relationship to stress are very, very positive. Rhodiola, I don't take that pre-workout just because I don't see why it's a necessary tool. For me, rhodiola feels like a nap. It like recharges me. And yeah, there's really no point. It almost has like a crash to some extent, like very, 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 very subtle energy crash about 50 minutes to an hour into taking it. You'll notice like your energy come down a little bit. But again, you have to be very, very aware of your state to even notice that. I mean, I wouldn't even call it like a crash. It's not really even a crash. But yeah, so that's my morning routine stack. And then the other ones, again, I'm taking twice per day. And I would say, there are other newts outside this which which I haven't included in the list, like because it'll just depend from day to day. Things like fish oil, I could have included that. I'm taking that every single day. Vitamin D, a multivitamin. I take caffeine 300 to 400 milligrams per day. I take L-theanine sparingly, and then again there is the class of emergency nootropics. I call them emergency because you don't always need them, but they will kind of promote wakefulness. So things like modafinil, adrafinil, phenylparacetam, those I'll take some days. And when I take those things, they're just so strong that I adjust my nootropic stack accordingly because they kind of just overpower everything. Like the racetams aren't anywhere as strong, but the adaptogens have their purpose. So who this stack would work for? Pretty much just somebody like, has to use their cognitive functions, but you also have like energetic needs that have to be met. Like your energy has to be high. You're like engaging in a lot of conversations and meeting people. Who this stack is not appropriate for is like students. If you're a student, you're really just reading, retaining a bunch of information and writing exams. You don't really have any need to like have that much physical energy and go out and meet people and have conversations. So things like aniracetam, even like, even you can say ashwagandha to some extent really wouldn't be appropriate, but we can discuss that in another video. That's my stack, guys. Always tweaking it, right? Finding your ideal nootropic stack is a lifelong quest, and hopefully you're enjoying the journey just as much as I am. I hope to see you guys next time. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what I could do to help you in the future. If there's a nootropic you want me to review or something to talk about, I'd really, really be happy to. And thank you guys so much for your support. I look forward to seeing you all next time.